Mastering life and business with your winning path. Come with us to master a path of success that will revolutionize your life and business journey. We provide strategies that transform dreams into reality, steering you towards victory. Immerse yourself in a reservoir of knowledge, unlocking potential and boosting confidence. By joining us, you will witness your capabilities unfold in ways you never imagined. Discover tools to conquer challenging terrains, staying resilient amidst hurdles. Embrace innovation, elevate performance, and watch your vision come alive. Together, we can conquer peaks and create a future beyond ordinary. So, start your journey with Innovate to Elevate today.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Morning, Aaron. I love these mornings. Like, if people only knew how early this actually was, mostly for you, because you're a couple hours behind me.
Well, just give our viewer base a little thinking moment here. I mean, these happen somewhere between 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning. My time is when we start. Right. So that's how much we care about everybody and spreading knowledge, because I mean, we live extremely busy day-to-day lives in business and personal lives. And this is literally the only uninterrupted time that we have to spread knowledge. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to Innovate to Elevate. Today's topic is leading disruption in established markets. Let's jump right in here and talk about opportunities in established markets.
Right. What is it? I mean, how do you find an opportunity? Where do you look? What does that look like? How do you even define what you're trying to accomplish in that market, right? You have to put in the research, okay, whether it's through market analysis or finding a niche where you are seeing, underserved needs, or really, what does business come down to? What problem are you going to solve for your client? Right? In a way that makes sense, that's monetizable. And what's coming next? How can you be aware of whatever is emerging in that market or that niche so that you can capitalize on it? And capitalize is not a bad word.
No, absolutely not. It's probably one of the best words that you can use in business, because at the end of the day, every business owner, every executive within a business needs to understand that a business is there to make money, not lose money.
Right.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing at all. So to kind of touch a little bit on what you were talking about problem solving for your client. When I'm thinking about problem solving for a client, it means that I'm busy doing stuff for my clients.
Mm-hmm.
It means that there is no time necessarily for me to run market analysis on various things within my vertical.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just touch on this real quick. What's one way that you can solve that problem? I mean, marketing is a massive thing. Hire a marketing company to do your marketing for you so you can focus on your client.
Right. You don't have, we've talked about this on previous episodes of like talking and surrounding yourself with a team, right? So if you want somebody to go do that data research for you and bring you back a plan, or at least what they're seeing in the marketplace, get out of their way and mostly get out of your own way. You know where your talents lie, whether you're a visionary and you want to be creating all these opportunities, but you need a team that can help you implement those, right? Integrate those into what your business could be, and sometimes, and not just what it could be, but what it shouldn't be. I think another thing that, you and I talk to agency clients about, especially in the marketing space, is what you shouldn't be doing, right? I think the biggest thing that comes across sometimes when you're dealing with outside companies for your company is sometimes they're always yes people, right? Because they want your money. Let's be real, right? We already talked about capitalism. We're here to make money. But I think if you can attach yourself to a team that's going to tell you, you shouldn't do this, and here's why, because here's what the market says. Here's what the analysis of what we're doing says, right? And making sure you're not landing in saturated markets. Or how can I disrupt a market, even if it is saturated? What are some things that we can use, or what are some things that you and I are already using, Aaron, in the spaces we're in to do that?
I mean, some of the things that we're using currently are automation, AI, and just pure willpower and knowledge, right? Because at the end of the day, and this is something that we talk about as far as leading the disruption for our clients, is we can sit there and tell our clients, oh yeah, we use AI for some of the work that we do. And it's like, well, hold on, that means that I can do that. I mean, you could, but as you know, the programming on the back end of the softwares that we use that I'm programming, just, hey, let's go to ChatGPT and type in, write me a little post or something. Like, we're using massive automations to make something legitimate and actually appeal to the various verticals within our clients' markets.
So what are some things that our AI and automation are doing? And like, Aaron, I know you're the pro on this because like it gets you excited when we talk about AI and automation. This is a perfect example. You guys, this is not my jam. I am a direct recipient of the fruits of that amazing labor that he does, which I'm grateful for, but it's not my jam. But here's a perfect example of me surrounding myself with good people that have that knowledge and research and ability to make that programming happen. Like, what are some things that a business is doing or can use, and how are they using it to kind of streamline some of those operations? Not in a way to get rid of employees, but maybe to make them more efficient.
Yeah. So talking specifically about automations and AI and the integrations into the business, a perfect example is I can normally go into a company and write some kind of automation script that can alleviate a lot of financial strain on the company when it comes to their marketing department, and normally cut their costs by somewhere 25 to 50% of what they're spending. And that's extremely important in anything that we do with the marketing company. But it goes far beyond just marketing, because you can make those automations for really anything, even outside of marketing, and those automations might not even include AI.
Right.
And that's extremely important for people to understand. And one of the things, and I'm trying not to go too deep into AI in this specific topic or in this discussion, but a lot of the programming on the back end is very data driven. I mean, you've seen you actually made the sheet that our clients fill out that I then use to program the system. And how many clients have we had to ask us, why do you even need this information? It seems irrelevant. But at the end of the day, you have to have that data to make sure it's done perfectly and then executed with absolute excellence for the client.
Right. Because we're capturing all sorts of pieces of it. And I think that leads into this opportunity of creating this culture of like innovation, right? And we work really well together because I can do those front end things and get the clients to think about what they need to let us know as information, right? So we're diving deep into them and then teaching them and helping them understand that it's because we need all this data information on the back end so that we can produce the right voice, the right tone, the right topics, right? And all we're doing is trying to help you get to your ideal client faster. And we try to do that in a way that we can keep disrupting your marketplace, keep giving you ideas and generating opportunities and, experimenting along the way. Because, right, like we've had some that didn't work. We immediately shift. No problem. We'll fix it.
A perfect example, or I shouldn't say example, but on that specific topic, there's a lot of experimentation that goes into, especially a lot of the new stuff that we're working on, a lot of the new automations, a lot of the new programming, a lot of the new AI, and all the way down to even consulting for a company. A consulting job, partially is experimental to a point when you think about it, because yes, you have the knowledge to build the company, but just because it worked for Apple doesn't mean it's going to work for the Forza agency, or it might not work for Amazon. Every company has various things that will work and not work.
Right. I mean, what can we be doing to track what works and what doesn't work? What defines it as not working?
Yeah, so it's extremely important to track metrics of various things, whether that's social media metrics, website metrics, client metrics. Look at what they're spending, how they're spending it, and why they're spending it. What problem are you solving for them that's making them spend it? And then capitalize on that. If you have clients spending a whole bunch of money in home goods, don't go get automotive parts. Buy more home goods. Use the data that you have from your sales to expand your company quick.
Right. And we hear this all the time with like data is king, right? Because data gives you knowledge, it gives you information, right? And you have to be able to look at that and make some intentional predictions or intentional thoughts, because it doesn't all, it's not all clear, cut and dry, but I like what you said in terms of you have to experiment. Okay, we see this as a trend, right? It seems like this is the direction we should go. Okay, let's do that. And right, because you need to have another level of experimentation. If I'm not a super science guy, but it's almost like a science experiment, right? You got to keep testing that hypothesis until it becomes a theory. And then you're like, this works, but it doesn't always work for the same for every business. And so that's why I like what you said, like, yeah, marketing and consulting, and we do this a lot for a lot of companies, but inside of doing that, not everyone looks the same. There are trends, there are certain things that will always work, but to make it work for that specific business, which obviously is our intention, we want to make sure that we fit it into what they're doing.
And if you really, talking about that in looking at the data that you get from a company, if you look at any good CRM, especially some of the ones that we use, we get a score based on a back-end AI that they programmed that tells you the predictability of that client doing business with you. And it is very accurate if you put all the data in. You want to know what makes Apple and Amazon so successful? It is the amount of data that they can collect on their clients. When I say clients, they're customers. And then use that data to roll out new products, new services, new everything. And the best part is based on that data, they know how to market that.
Right.
So
and that's called leading with disruption, right?
Yes.
You're leading with a disruptive mindset intentionally. So if you're liking what you're hearing, make sure to check out our other episodes. We're constantly trying to push ourselves and innovate so that we can continue to elevate not just our companies, but your company as well, your brand as well. If you have questions, be sure to reach out to us. Put it down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. What are some things that you maybe are seeing as trends in your market? It would be curious, because I know there's other people listening. They're probably asking 100 questions right now. All you got to do is ask one. Just ask one.
I couldn't agree more. And that this is going to grow more and more as a community, that people can leave comments and almost expect someone to say something somewhere on how to fix something, even if it's someone from our group, our internal group here, that answers those questions for someone. I think one of the best things about this community is the value that someone can get, because it's almost like us consulting, but for free.
Right.
It's the very basic levels of consulting.
So if you got a question, ask it. If you see a question, answer it. Give someone else some help, because you might learn something today too, and you might start a new relationship. Who knows where that's going to go? Until next time, thanks for joining us on Innovate to Elevate. We're here to disrupt your brain, your brand, and your business.
And your life.
Mastering life and business with your winning path. Come with us to master a path of success that will revolutionize your life and business journey. We provide strategies that transform dreams into reality, steering you towards victory. Immerse yourself in a reservoir of knowledge, unlocking potential and boosting confidence. By joining us, you will witness your capabilities unfold in ways you never imagined. Discover tools to conquer challenging terrains, staying resilient amidst hurdles. Embrace innovation, elevate performance, and watch your vision come alive. Together, we can conquer peaks and create a future beyond ordinary. So, start your journey with Innovate to Elevate today.